Hey, what's going on, dive team? This is Mark with Jonesing the Scuba, and in this video I'm going to give you my top 3 skills you should do when doing your advanced open water. But before I get into that, you know what to do. Swim on down, kick that like button, subscribe to the page if you haven't done so already, and hit the bell notification for when I upload new content. And with that being said, let's dive on into it.
It's an infamous production.
So after you finish doing your open water and you get more comfortable with diving, remember that was one of my tips in my last video, is to continue diving. So with your continued education, your next step is going to be becoming an advanced open water diver. Now with that, you're going to have to do 5 specialty dives. The first one being a deep dive and the second being navigation. Then you're going to be able to pick 3 specialty dives of your choice, anywhere from underwater naturalist to videography, fish identification, diver propulsion, boat diver, things like that. But my top 3 skills are actually going to help you become a better diver and more confident diver. So the first skill I'm going to recommend is peak performance buoyancy. Now with the peak performance buoyancy, why is this my recommendation? Well, it's going to help you become more not streamlined, but find that better trim, find that better weight for in the water. Now remember, when you're weighted up, how do we find if we're properly weighted in the water? So remember, you're gonna deflate your BCD all the way while holding a normal breath of air. You should be floating right at eye level, and we know that we're what? Properly weighted. So this is gonna help you control your buoyancy underwater by breathing techniques. So your instructor is going to teach you how to be more comfortable. We're going to give you some visualizations to relax yourself before getting in the water, because again, you can get very nervous and that's going to affect your breathing. So we're going to help you visualize and give you different techniques to slow down your breathing, to calm you down, so you're more comfortable getting in the water. Now once you get in, you're going to swim on down. You're going to find that neutral buoyancy without hitting the bottom. Now if you remember, in your pool dive number 3, you did your hover. So you're also going to practice your hover during your peak performance buoyancy dive, and you're going to do that for 60 seconds. So remember, you're just going to breathe in and breathe out normally, relax, and you're going to sit at eye level with whatever you're going to mark out without rising and falling. You're just going to sit there, and that's doing the hover technique. Now remember, with the peak performance buoyancy, with breathing in and out nice and calmly, you're going to notice how your body is going to change by going up and down by the breaths you're going to be breathing in and letting out. So you're not going to be touching the bottom. You're going to be more comfortable in the water. We're going to teach you new kick techniques as well. For example, myself, when I go diving, I do the frog technique. So my legs are out far and I bring them in just like so, and that propels me through the water, and I'm not using so much kicking action. Now if you remember, when you first started diving, your legs were probably everywhere, kicking from your knees or kicking from your hips and looking all crazy, flapping your arms around, which you shouldn't be doing. Remember, tuck your arms in because you don't want to hit anything, and you're going to be more comfortable, relaxed, find that streamline. And hey, you may even drop some pounds in weight when diving, because we're going to show you how your breathing can control your weight in the water as well. So the next skill I'm going to recommend is going to be the search and recovery dive. Why is this one important? Well, if you lose something, you're going to be able to find it. If you happen to meet somebody and they're like, hey, we lost this in the water, can you help us find it? Definitely. So we're going to teach you how to do a square pattern, and we're also going to teach you how to do an out and back pattern as well. And we're going to show you how to lift different things out of the water by using different knots. So the knots that we use when we're teaching diving is the bowline, the 2/2 hitch, and the sheet bend knots. Now, if that's something that you would like to see, those different knots that we do use, I want you to go ahead and leave me a comment in the description below, and I can definitely do that in another video for you. But again, search and recovery dive, second recommendation. Now, before I go into my third skill, I do need to give a shout out to beatsacademy.com. They're the ones that are sponsoring the music here today and in my future videos. So definitely go check them out. I went ahead and I put a link in the description below for their website. This is actually some amazing music to kick back, relax, listen to some good beats, some good music, and just to chill out on a Friday night. So definitely check them out. Again, that's going to be beatsacademy.com. Link in the description below. Definitely check them out. So the third skill I'm going to recommend is going to be boat diving. And the reason I'm going to recommend doing boat diving is because when we go on vacation, we're probably not going to be doing very many shore dives. It'll be more of boat dives, boat tours, things like that. And setting up your gear on a moving vessel is a lot different than setting it up on the shore. So that's why it's going to be my third recommendation. You're going to learn how to get on and off the boat. You're going to learn even how to hand your gear up to somebody while on the boat. If you're like on a dinghy or something like that, on a Zodiac, for example, doing a dive, you're probably not going to be climbing out of the water with your gear on. You're probably going to be handing it off to somebody. Also, we're going to show you how to locate the oxygen, the AED machines, the life vest, different things like that. So again, third recommendation, boat diving. And that's going to be my top 3 skills you should do while getting your advanced open water. And with that being said, remember, stay safe and happy diving. Hey, Tom Brady. Hey, Rob Gronkowski. I've been hitting you up. Still haven't heard anything from you. Tom Brady, I even sent you a letter in the mail. What'd you do? Throw it away? Still haven't heard anything. Hit me up. Don't be shy. Don't be nervous. You're about to hit the off season. You're not going to be doing anything. So let's get you scuba certified in the meantime before you have to go back to practice. Don't be scared. Let's go. Hit me up.